Good morning. Today we're going to start getting this roof rack ready to install on the XJ. This is a Surco roof rack. It's all aluminum and stainless steel, so it won't rust out like the cheap Amazon one that's on there now. So I've already got it assembled up, and today I'm going to mount these light brackets on here and get the spacing right on those so we can start fabricating up a wiring harness for the lights. And then we'll have to pull the old rack off of the Cherokee and install this on there. So right now we're going to get started by getting the spacing on these brackets right. We've got 6 of these large LED lights that are going to go on the front, and then 2 of these little pods, square pods, a rectangle, that are going to go on the back. So let's get busy installing these and getting the spacing right on them. Now, these light brackets came from Surco, and normally I would have fabricated something up for this, but these came already made, and it's just a time saver to go ahead and buy them like that. So let me get the camera reset and we'll get busy. Alright, so now we've got all these brackets attached for the front lights, and 2 little brackets for these back lights. So now we're going to have to come up with wiring harnesses and everything. So I've got a whole bunch of these waterproof plugs, so I'm going to attach one of those to each light and then use the other side of it in the wiring harness that I'm going to build for this. So let me get that all set up and then I'll be back. Alright, so we've got the back lights mounted there and there, and the wiring harness is all put together, going around. We got all these front lights. They're not bolted down yet. They're just sitting in their mounts. We got the harness built with these nice waterproof pigtails going around. There's the cable that'll run down into the truck. So now I've got to wire up each one of these lights with the pigtail for the waterproof connector right there. Got our lights all mounted, wiring harness all done. Comes out down to here. It's got a pigtail that'll go down into the truck to power everything. So that's ready to go. So the next step is going to be to remove this old rusty rack that's on here. And if you look right up under there, you can see just how rusty that old rack is. It has definitely seen better days. So it's going to get replaced. Get the camera set up here. Alright, I got all the bars off of the roof. Let me, in case y'all don't know how it works, you got to pop this little plastic piece out of the end of the rail, and then on each one of the rails there's a button. Should look like that right there, and you should be able to push in on it, and you see it raises that up. Of course, all of mine had at least one side or the other, or both, that the buttons were jammed on, so I had to fight most of them off, which is why it didn't end up getting filmed. But anyways, now we've got that off, I'm going to clean the roof up a little bit, and then we'll be back to install the new roof rack. Alright, so we had a little break, got some water, and now we're fixing to get this rack put up here. I work by myself most of the time, and this would probably be a good time to have a help, but I don't have any. So I got an idea on how to get this up here and not mess anything up. Once we get it on top, then we're going to have to move it around, see where I want it, and then put the mounts on. The mount brackets are also made by Surco. They're made specifically for this Safari rack and to fit on the XJ Cherokee, so we'll see how that goes. They look pretty good. So alright, let's get started. Let me grab this rack. Luckily it's aluminum, pretty light. So the brackets that Surco makes, they go onto the factory rail, and then this part slides into the rail on the rack. They're all aluminum. They're well made. Aluminum, the fittings are, the hardware stainless steel, so I don't think we'll have any rust issues with it. Alright, that's installed. Now to do the wiring. Alright, now that we got the roof rack on and the wiring harness run from it down to this pile right here, we got to pop the hood and finish the wiring up for the lights. Obviously I made that wiring harness way longer than what it needed to be, but that's alright. So, let me take you with me so you'll see what I'm talking about. Right here, we have this handy relay box. And then it's hooked to this switch panel inside here. So the two lights I put on the rear are going to be hooked in with the rear lights that are already on the switch panel. And then the ones up top, we're going to wire them in the last available switch so that they'll be separate from this one. Because sometimes I have to use this one when people are driving with their brights on. So, this is going to come just like this. Now I've got the blocks in here to raise the back of the hood for the cooling, so that makes it kind of a piece of cake for all this to work, because I could just run the cables right here and the hood will never hit them. So let's not lose that. We can work on getting these wired up. I need to cut this obviously down. I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice that all of this wiring and everything is right and going to work, and lower the hood so we'll be able to see. Make sure, yeah, that's going to work great. Let's see what it looks like.
So now we got those lights. Let's switch on the back set, make sure they're working. To go out this door. Alright y'all, so the battery on the camera died. We were basically done with everything, so rather than run down to the house and get the spare battery, I had to go ahead and clean up the shop and get ready to go pick my daughter up from school. So now I will take you outside. It's dark, and we'll go ahead and set up the camera and turn all the lights on and check it out, what it looks like with all the lights on. So hold on just a minute and we'll go outside. Alright y'all, it's not full dark out, but it's dark enough. Let me crank this thing up and we'll get these lights on and check them out. I would say that that is pretty dang bright. And you can see from this view just how bright they are. The back ones, oh yeah, probably don't want to tailgate me with your brights on now. Alright, so that's it for putting the roof rack and the lights on the Cherokee. If you like the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll be bringing you more work videos and truck improvement videos, gun videos, you name it. Appreciate y'all watching.